Have you ever heard about a monkey espionage? During the Napoleonic Wars, a French ship sank off the coast of Hartlepool, England. The only survivor was the captain's pet monkey, which he always dressed in a French military uniform. The locals freaked out because the law was that any French military found on British soil must be executed as a spy. So they ordered the standard punishment spies, death by hanging. Except instead of dying, the monkey just kept climbing up the rope because it was a monkey. Hartlepool has since embraced their failure at executing a tiny primate for military espionage. Their local football team is also nicknamed the Monkey Hangers. Ancient Korea had special recording officials whose job was to record everything. They were considered separate from the government, so the emperor at the time wasn't allowed to give them orders or tell them not to record something. Of course, some emperors would try anyway. On one occasion, King Taejong, 15th century, fell off his horse while hunting. The recorder nearby wrote it down. The emperor insisted that it be removed from the record and even tried to have the report destroyed. This led to some nonsense as the emperor kept destroying their work, but the recorders kept copying it and hiding it in increasingly obscure places, and of course recorded the whole thing as it happened. A few hundred years later, and the only thing that emperor is famous for is trying to hide the fact that he fell off his horse. Once Napoleon was on a rabbit hunt to celebrate the signing of a treaty to end war between the French Empire and Imperial Russia. Depending on the story you hear, Napoleon's chief of staff brought about 100 to 3,000 rabbits for the hunt, which were caged along the fringes of a grassy field. Allegedly, once the rabbits were released, they all charged at Napoleon and his men, instead of running away to hide. Napoleon was forced to flee in his coach and leave abandon the field to the bunnies. Apparently, the rabbits had been sourced from local farms and were tame. So instead of seeing Napoleon as a hunter, the hungry rabbits saw him as a waiter, bringing out the day's food. During most of the Roman Republic and Empire, generals would keep several sacred chickens to consult whether to go into battle or not. They would throw seed in front of the chickens, and if they ate, it was battle. If they didn't eat, they would abstain. Senator and naval commander Publius Claudius Pulcher once went to consult the sacred chickens on whether they should attack a Carthaginian fleet. When Pulcher saw that they were not eating, he exclaimed, "Since they do not want to eat, let them drink," and had them thrown them into the sea. The naval battle was a catastrophe, with most of the Roman fleet obliterated, and Pulcher was accused of treason and heavily fined.